out some coils. Today we're going to be building some standard 6-wrap coils for the Helios. First thing you want to do, if you've got one of these, you probably got one of these with it. This is a little mini screwdriver. You're just going to want to take, and you're going to want to loosen up the screws. Should be fairly easy to do. Of course, since I'm on YouTube, then it's going to give me problems. Now, when you loosen these screws, make sure not to pull them all the way out, just enough to where, I don't know if it's going to pick that up or not. Yeah. See these little holes here on each one of them? Just enough where you can see through them, where you can stick wire through them. Now, you're going to get some wire. I'm going to use some cantha that was given to us by some friends of ours at Vapor Wire. Some 26 gauge round cantha. I'm just going to take a little bit of that. Pull some out. Get your trusty fingernail clippers. Snip that just like that. Now you're going to take your wire and your screwdriver. You're going to take and tightly wrap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to make sure those are fairly close together. Squeeze them together like that. Take your clippers and snip it off again. Now you're going to want to give yourself enough lead to go through those holes. So what you're going to do next, now that you have the lead, is take and stick it through the holes. I'm obviously going to have problems because, once again, well, I'm on YouTube. It's not normally this hard. Now that you've got it in there, what you're going to want to do, take your screwdriver again, tighten it down, just the two that you've put it through, the two holes here and here on these two posts. Then you're going to take your screwdriver and stick it back through. Don't try to force it, twist it a bit. And you're going to want to push and give. Push and give. You don't want to push too much, because if you do, you might pull the wire too far out or completely strip it all together. Push and give. What that's also going to do, that's also going to tighten these coils up a little better, and it's going to make sure that it's straight. You also, while you're pushing, you might want to tilt it a bit, straighten that wire out like that, maybe pull a little bit, pull it away from these posts, and there's your first one. The other one, same way, just on this side. I'll run you through it again. Give yourself a little bit of lead. And take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Push it all together. Some people do like to use a torch to kind of push them together. I'll let this do it. Take that out. Cut off the excess. And you do the same thing on this side as you did on the other side. If it doesn't go through, you might not have your thing up, your post up, your screw up. If that's the case, just bring it up just a little bit more. But once again, you don't want to take them out because they're a pain to get back in. And you'll just feed it through. Once you have it fed through, don't throw that like I did. Tighten those posts down. And you'll do the same thing you did on the other side. You take, put your screwdriver through it, straighten it out, push and release, push and release. Now I'm sure you're asking, what about all that excess wire you got on the other side there? Well, you know what? We're going to fix that. This one right here, it's not so bad. So all we're going to do is take and push it up against the post. That way you've got a little bit of a hanger to catch it for in case it tries to pop out. Now, if you have extra like that, take your handy clippers and snip it down a bit, most of the way. Move yourself a little bit there and push it up, just like the last time. The same thing on the other side. Ah, that one hit me in the eye. Push it up, push it up. Now comes the fun part. Get some cotton, organic cotton. Don't get any of the blue stuff. Make sure it's organic. Okay. Carefully pull it apart. Pull off a bit, thin, like that. Just lightly twirl it in your fingers. I like to do to make it a little easier, it's usually a little full easier, just bend that tip over just a bit, twirl it in. You're going to go from the outside in, so you're not pulling it out of the dripper. You're going to gently feed it through. If it balls up here, bunches up here, it's okay. Just twist it a little bit and gently pull. Sometimes tweezers help. Now, the excess, no problem. Take your clippers, cut it off. Now all you have to do is take and fold it over. Tuck it in. You, my friend, have your first coil. Completely built. Same thing the other side. It's got lightly twist. Sometimes you'll excess, it's okay to pull that off. Ain't gonna hurt anything. Twist it back up. Push it through. This is why I say it's good to have tweezers. You can't get to it. Just take your tweezers, pull a little bit, feed it through. Now slowly feed it through the coil. Get that in there. Fold it over. If you have excess, cut it off. It's okay too. Tuck. And you're good to go. Now all you have to do is get some Jim's Vapes e-juice. Which you can get from just about any you can either get from me or you can get it from US Vapor Trails in Rosewood Heights, Illinois. Make sure you fully saturate your cotton. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time. It'll take a little bit. You get a little extra off on it, up the rolls off. That's okay too. All you gotta do is just wipe it off. Now, let's test this sucker out. Using the 4-post Helios, and I'm using it on a 26-650 Hades clone. Let's see how it works. That's good stuff. Be sure to like me and subscribe for more videos.